It's time to put down the phone, Chief, because you know it's bad. And I understand that it's addictive, and I understand it's difficult, but if you keep doing this to yourself, you're not going to get that girl you want. And you can cope all you want, but you're not going to be that person you want. And people will try and tell you that it's not a bad thing and not a bad habit. They'll tell you that porn is okay, that it's even healthy. These people coping are trying to encourage themselves to indulge in this bad habit. But the fact of the matter is the blueprint for success with everything, with life, with women, with relationships, with businesses, is that good things, great things require effort to achieve, to obtain. And what effort are you putting in? You see, the male brain is very visual. And while your prefrontal cortex, the front of your brain, knows you are a wanker, sat there sweaty on your bed sheets, jerking off the images, your amygdala actually thinks you're having sex with loads of women. It actually thinks that. And here's the terrible thing, and here's the terrifying thing, Chief, is that you're putting in no effort to get there. Your grandfathers, your ancestors would have to court, would have to date, would have to attract, make themselves look good. Go out there, work on their social skills, their confidence. Go back and forth with this one woman until finally they managed to mate, to have sex. And then likely, if they weren't a fuckboy, maybe they were, maybe they were really good at it, but likely this one woman, after all that effort, they would entrust that woman with being the mother of their child. But now, you can see in 30 seconds more naked women than your grandfather ever did in his entire lifetime. And what are you doing to achieve that? Are you some fucking godlike man who has a physique where women just fucking run to you? No, you're sat there on your bed, you open up your phone, and in 30 seconds, you can be finished. That's fucking horrendous for your brain, Chief. And how do you think that's going to play in real life? Because if we look at it like this, the higher quality the thing, the goal, the more effort is required to achieve that. And it's the same with a partner. The higher quality the woman, the more effort you need to put into yourself and to achieve that, whether you want her as a girlfriend or maybe you just want to shag. Whatever you want, Chief. It would take a lot of effort to get there if she was a lot of women, if that makes sense. And how are you ever going to want to put that effort in? How are you ever going to be able to put that effort in if all you're used to for seeing these beautiful women is just sat there and flicking through your phone? You're not. It's timeless. Have you heard, and maybe it's happened to you, about erectile dysfunction, performance anxiety? I've experienced it in the past. Many young men have experienced it, where they're actually there with a beautiful woman that they're attracted to. The woman is on top of them or whatever, and you can't get hard. Your penis is soft, and not even soft, it's smaller than it's ever been because of anxiety. And it comes from a lack of self-confidence, it comes from self-guilt, it comes from not being as horny as you should be, but ultimately it comes from not wanting to put in the effort. Because you want things to be done to you, you're almost submissive, and it's not the energy you should have. 9 times out of 10, women want you to be the one to initiate things, to put in that effort, to be dominant. But you're not used to that because your sexual experiences have been sitting there and letting things happen to you. You sit there all relaxed, you barely do anything but move your fucking hands, and suddenly all these images are coming at you, all these stories, all these naked women presenting for you like you're some sort of king who's won the lottery, but you're not. You're a sweaty little degenerate. So suddenly when you have this natural experience happen to you where this woman is opening up to you, your brain is not used to the situation. Your brain at most wants the woman to do everything to you, and you just lie there like a little fucking freak. But she wants you to take initiative. And you won't. And that is so unattractive. You can't get hard because you want to be a little bitch and you want to do minimal effort. But that's not who you are, Chief. In here. And I've got some good news. Is that it's not permanent. Porn can't ruin your brain permanently because you are a primal creature. And your primal urges, your want to be naturally sexual will always be there, but it has to be repaired. And how we repair it, Chief, is you need to put down the fucking porn. You need to respect yourself some more. Because you don't deserve to do that, man. Like, what? Why do you think you should have the right to see all these naked women just because, like, what have you done to achieve that? And you can sit there and cope and say it's natural all you want. It's not fucking natural. It's anything but natural. It's poison. Being sexual, being horny, that's fine. In fact, that can be a good thing. Having the urge to want to watch porn, to want to see naked women, to see nudity, that's all part of the male brain. But the act of doing it is so unnatural. You are flooding your brain with dopamine, with fucking serotonin, with euphoria that you don't deserve, that you haven't worked for. So what do you think that's going to do for your work ethic? And it doesn't just carry over into these situations where you can't get it up or you're not as attracted to women as you should be. It carries over into life itself, into chasing goals, into the gym, into your business. Because as a male primally, sex is literally what we're built to do, to spread our seed, right? I'm not saying that's all your life should be, absolutely not, but biologically, if you're training yourself to get the pinnacle of what biology says is male existence by lying there, being all sweaty, doing fucking nothing but moving your wrist, then what do you think that says, that implies for real fucking hard tasks? Like grinding out a business, like going to the gym, like putting yourself in situations that are fucking scary. When all you can do to achieve the pinnacle of male existence is lie there like a fucking degenerate. Chief, it's time to reprogram your brain. I've made videos in the past about how your phone is ruining your life. And I'm not going to tell you how to do it because there's so many videos on that. Maybe I'll make a video in the future. There's videos on my channel already that can help you. Seek help if you need it, but ultimately it's just knowing that your brain is against you. The most advice I will give you is see it as a challenge. Don't see it as something you can just put down, because it will be easy to put down porn when you're experiencing post-nut clarity and everything is so depressing. But when you feel horny again, it's so hard to use discipline. But you need to know your brain is against you. You need to want the goal. But ultimately it starts with knowing how bad for you it really is, because you need to hold that knowledge above the desire to do it. Because it may just feel like treating yourself or expressing yourself or pleasuring yourself, but it's so much more than that. Everything has an equal reaction. Everything has an equal put out to what you put in. So if you put in a lot of effort for something, if you delay gratification, you are going to get rewards. But if you instantly gratify yourself constantly, it's almost like you're getting that pain and suffering the other end, but worse, in an existential way. Delayed gratification is embracing pain straight on, knowing that you're going to feel shit now, but you're going to get rewards later. But it's the opposite with instant gratification. It's like you trade off that pleasure you get now. You are filled with shame and your body isn't as good as it should be, and your confidence and attractiveness isn't as good as it should be. Chief, put down the porn, man. It's destroying your brain, but you can come back from it. Of course you can. Because the worst thing you can do with stuff like this is give up on yourself, because that is never an option, Chief. You can always get better. And you'll thank me later next time you're in the bedroom. if anyone else needs to hear this that you know, please share this to them. Comment for the algorithm, like, all that bullshit. But ultimately, Chief, just remember, say less, do more. Look after yourself.